Keio University is a Japanese private university located in Minato, Tokyo. It is known as the oldest institute of higher education and the first institution to introduce many modern education systems in Japan. Founder Fukuzawa Yukichi originally established it as a school for Western study in 1858 in Edo. It has 11 campuses in Tokyo and Kanagawa. It has 10 faculties. There are letters, economics, law, business and commerce, medicine, science and technology, policy management, environment and information studies, nursing and medical care, and pharmacy. Keio University Faculty of Pharmacy was established in April 2008 as a result of the merger of Keio University and Keio Research University of Pharmacy. Keio Research University of Pharmacy is one of the leading pharmaceutical universities. Was founded in 1930 and had long traditions of pharmacy education and research. Chiba Keio Research Campus serves as the hub of Keio Pharmacy and pharmaceutical science education and research. In contrast with its location in the bustling heart of the central Tokyo, the campus is surrounded by the lush greenery of the city's largest and oldest park, providing an optimal environment for learning and research. There are 2 study courses for undergraduate students, which are Department of Pharmacy 6-year program and Department of Pharmaceutical Science 4-year program. The aim of 6-year course is well-trained pharmacists, and the aim of 4-year course is well-rounded person in pharmacy field.
Keio University Hospital and School of Medicine opening ceremony held on November 6. The first general meeting of Keio Medical Society held November 8. Keio Ingaku, the Journal of the Keio Medical Society, first published in 1921. The pen mark is a well-known symbol of Keio University. It is said that more than 100 years ago, Keio University was inspired to create the marks after finding the faith. The pen is mightier than the sword. In one of their textbooks, today the pen's mark trademark and legally protects at the official marks of Keio University. In Keio University Hospital, we have been gone to many parts of the hospital. The first part that we visited is Cancer Center and Immunotherapy Centers. In this center, we have seen the room for chemotherapy patients, which compose of many facilities, such as televisions. Next, we went to important wards and saw important room. After that, we have been gone to drug formulation room, which was preparing many dosage forms of drugs such as chemotherapy drugs and injections. This room consists of many apparatus such as passport, which using for transfer material in different graded areas. Then we have been visited to drug information room. As you can see, there are many books here. And finally, we went to dispensary room. As you see, this room has many people with different duties. For this picture, they are checking that the drugs is correct according to the receptors. In Japan, Campo is very popular, and this is also guaranteed by scientific certification, so Campo can be dispersed to the patients if they are needed. Moreover, Campo could be also treated with Western medicines, especially the patient who has more than one single symptom or disease.
Keio University Community Pharmacy is located at Shiba campus to service people in the area. The over-the-counter or OTC drugs are commonly provided here, as well as the blood pressure monitor and body composition monitor, which the result is shown such as body fat and body water composition. There are 3 counseling counters in front of the dispensing room, which is facilitated by many dispensing and compounding machines. And generally in Japan, patients would obtain the prescribed drug as in a unit dose packet from the machine, separated at the time of administration to be convenient for every patient. Suki Pharmacy is a chain drugstore. This branch is located at Toranomon Street. There are 5 pharmacists on duty at this branch. Patients have to fill the health questionnaire before pharmacists can fill the physician prescription, which any prescriptions need to be printed in only the identical form for all over Japan. Regularly, the dispensing room have to be exposed to the eyes of patients, which is separated by only a clear mirror. Any medicines are arranged in order by pharmacotherapeutic classification. Campo or herbal Chinese medicine, an ointment preparation, and powder compounding machine are also supplied in this dispensing room. After the dispensing process is finished, patients will obtain the administration receipt, which indicates how to take medicines and their indication. There is also the medicine calendar provided in case that patients request to prevent forgetting to take medicine. Other OTC drugs, cosmetics, and miscellaneous products can also be obtained by this Sugi pharmacy.
Here comes Danji Senkyo Historic Museum. This building is located on Nihonbashi District, Tokyo. The Kusuri Museum, run by pharmaceutical firm Danji Senkyo Corporation, uses computer, graphic, and other visual display to show visitors how the medicine are derived from plants and bacteria, and other compounds also work on 3D puzzle to create medicine, and even play game in which medicine battle viruses and bacteria. Now, let's go inside. And here we are. This table visualizes the drug development in Japan. And this is how drug develop. First, we have to have an idea, and then we try to find a compound and integrate many information and a lot of knowledge from many branches together to make a research for the sake of society. This is the second floor of the building where the showroom is located, and we are not allowed to take a picture or a video. There are two major zones, mini theater and exhibition. In exhibition, there are so many media for us to explore about the drug development. This body teaches us about pharmacokinetic, how our body acts to drug. This is play zone. Let's play game. Not only we are fun, but we also get the knowledge. While we are beating each other, we learn about heart attack, influenza, and tuberculosis. We wish we have more time in this place because we haven't finished explore all of them yet. However, thank you Khonkaen Sensei and Otani Sensei who helped us communicate with the receptionist.
Takasono was established in 1963. It has strived to manufacture products that support patients and healthcare service providers alike. The goal is to develop technology, manufacture and sell products, and provide related service, going to great lengths to incorporate feedback from patients and pharmacists in order to develop accurate and efficient products.
She will move to make up 15. This one morning, noon, and evening. Of course, we can order morning, noon, evening, morning, noon, evening. It's up to the order. We ordered three bottle package before meeting. Cool. The first one, drink.
Sumula Temple Museum. Originally, Japanese herbal medicine is the Japanese study and adaptation of traditional Chinese medicine in 15th century. Campo was created to distinguish it from Lampo, a term used to describe Western medicine that was introduced to Japan by Dutch. Campo also differs from traditional Chinese medicine. Nowadays, Campo medicine is a unique style of Japanese herbal medicine, and the doctors today are increasingly mixing Western medicine with Campo medicine. Sumula is the biggest company make Campo medicine. Sumula company make 129 Campo formulations, and the most widely prescribed Campo medicine was Kakoto. The use of Campo has increased dramatically with the accumulation of supporting scientific evidence. There are three parts of building. The first one is Research Institute. The second one is the Campo Museum and Herb Garden. And the third one is Production Factory. Herb Garden. Campo Museum. This museum shows many ancient pharmaceutical equipment and many information about the Campo medicine. This is a Chinese medical book compiled about 1,800 years ago. It specifies the precise proportion of herbal ingredients in a frequently prescribed preparation. Production factory. Starting from product, cutting
Transportation. Main transportation in Japan are rail, road, and air. Rail is very popular way to travel in Japan. There are many providers such as government or private. JR usually travel across the city or in the city. Subway usually travels in the city, and private usually travel in the specific area. You can get tickets easily by automated machine. There are assembled railway in Japan. Currency. Money currency in Japan is called Japanese yen or yen. You can exchange currency at any banks or currency exchange stores. They are usually located in airports. 1 baht is about 3.27 yen.
Sensoji Temple or Asakusa Cannon Temple is one of the oldest temples in Japan. There are many stores and more than millions people visit there in a year. Japanese people believe that fume from the incenses bring lucky into them. Tempura and melon pan are very famous food in this town. Meiji Jinju Shrine is located at Harajuku Station and shaded by 100,000 of trees which donated from people since established. Along both sides of the shrine, there are some places to let the visitors stop to take some beautiful pictures and learn some histories. Yuchiku Daibutsu is the bronze statue of Buddha and is located at Ibaraki Prefecture. The statue is recorded in the Guinness Book of Records as the tallest Buddhist statue in the world at 120 meters tall. Moreover, the statue is surrounded by 2 kilometers of gardens which are filled with seasonal flowers. Sojoji Temple was family temple of Tokugawa family in Edo period. Today Sojoji Temple serves as the main temple of Jodoshu Buddhism. The temple stands next to Tokyo Tower, so it is really best place to see the Tokyo Tower combined with this historical site. After finish making worship at Sojoji Temple and walk along the street behind the temple and arrive Tokyo Tower. Tokyo Tower is a communications and observation tower. The Eiffel Tower inspired structure is the second tallest structure in Japan. Japan is famous for geographic and historic landmarks, but shopping districts also famous all over the world. Here are some shopping streets where you can explore numerous goods from high-end to the offbeat.
Japanese cuisine has a large variety of dishes and regional specialties. We would like to talk about the popular food. For instance, sushi. Sushi is the most famous Japanese dish outside of Japan and one of the most popular dishes among the Japanese themselves. There are many different types of sushi. Some popular ones are nigiri, Khonkaen, norimaki, temaki, and other popular food, tempura, udon, soba, ramen, sashimi, okonomiyaki, curry. Many people think that Japanese food must be tasteless, but actually, Japanese food has salty, spicy, or sour, depending on the type of food. Most of Japanese people eat rice. The Japanese rice is slightly different from Thai rice. The grain size of Japanese rice is plumper than Thai rice. Not only delicious food, but there are also delicious snacks as well, like soma, uiro, dango, botamochi, konpeito, yokan, daifuku, taiyaki. In this trip to Japan, we ate many delicious Japanese food. This makes us very impressed. So, we would like to say, Oishi.
1. Health. Before traveling, not only to Japan, but in any trip, you must take care of yourself and ensure that you are healthy before start the trip. 2. Money. Briefly estimate how much you would spend from duration of the trip and cost of living in that country to make sure that you bring enough money for your budget. 3. Insurance. You better have an appropriate insurance to have a non-worried trip. 4. Traveling plan. To save your time during the trip, especially in Japan, which has a very complicated train system. You should plan where you want to go and how to reach your destination. 5. Things you must bring for Japan trip. 1. Comfortable shoe, because you might have to walk a lot for sightseeing. 2. Necessary medicines, for example, anti-diarrhea, painkiller, anti-fever, anti-motion sickness. 3. Clothes which is suitable with the weather at the moment. And 4. Pocket Wi-Fi or net SIM, which help you to connect it to internet when you need.
Almost the last, we would like to say many thanks to all Japanese staffs, especially Professor Hisakazu Otani and Professor Dr. Motoko Khonkaen, for everything you did for us, be it the lectures you gave us about the pharmacy education and medicinal system in Japan, the advices. Moreover, Professor have to be the translator to translate the Japanese language to English and be the guide in Japan for us, because the transportation in Tokyo is quite confusing. Special thanks to the staffs at Daiichi Sankyo Kusuri Museum and Takasuno Company, pharmacists at Suki Pharmacy and Keio University Hospital, and also the Sumura Campo Museum staffs that teach us about the herbs and the process of production of Campo medicine in Sumura Campo Museum and Herbs Garden, in addition to other translators and our Japanese friends that make a warm welcome for us at Keio University. We really appreciate it. and that will be indispensable. That is our Khonkaen University staff, including Associate Professor Phaiboon Dao Sudsai, or our Dean, Assistant Professor Dr. Yawalesh Chulikhit, Dr. Orawan Muntakantirat, Pijiap, and other teachers. We would like to say thank you so much for take care of us and create the good project to make the KKU pharmacy students gain new experiences in foreign country. For the last, we would like to say that we are very thankful to all of you for the opportunity you gave us, such as to visit Keio University and Keio Hospital. You all are too kind, and we will bring the experiences that we have earned to improve ourselves and tell our junior to continually this great project. And if we have a chance, we will use the knowledge that we have got to develop our medicinal system, particularly pharmacy profession in Thailand too. Thank you so much.